What's up, y'all? This is Auntie Saucy coming back at you with part 2 of Mother's Day 2025. So, my mama died 30 years ago in 1995. And there's one thing that she never got to accomplish that in the back of my mind I was going to take care of for her once I wrote my book. I've known that I can write since the 6th grade when I first met my 6th grade teacher, Mr. Esquivel. While he was, getting us all registered in class, he gave us some busy work to write about our summer. So I wrote about my summer. I don't even remember what happened that summer. I just remember when he read it, his eyes got bigger and bigger. And then when he called me to the front of the class, I was like, uh-oh, if I'm in trouble, my mama have to come up here from work, she gonna be mad. So he got a teacher to watch the class. He went outside and he went down the stairs, and I thought he was going to the office, but he didn't go that way. He went the opposite direction and went towards the bungalows. So then I was worried for another reason. I'm like, where is this man taking me? So what happened was he took me to the bungalow where the journalist newspaper teacher was. He told that man that he needed to sign me up on the paper because I could write. So I have written a lot of poetry. I've performed a lot of my poetry. Usually my poetry comes from a place of healing. It's either a lesson or just something I need to get off my chest. Or I really feel like art comes through us. God gives it to us and it comes through us. But I also feel like God don't put us through things just for us to keep it to ourselves. He puts us through things to sharpen us and mold us and make us into, remind us how he sees us. He already got a plan. My goddaughter Brandy sent me a card that's there was a scripture written, Jeremiah 29:11, how he already had plans for me before I even came into this world. I had a purpose. We all have a purpose. Do what you need to do to find yours. So long story short, I knew I needed to write. I wanted to, instead of writing, I thought maybe I could do the YouTube thing and talk about it. But I still want to write. And it's just been 30 years of procrastination, and I need to handle this for my mama before both of us is gone. Okay? So here we are. There's something that's been going wrong for at least 3 generations that I know of. And if it would have been nipped in the bud back in the day, we wouldn't be where we are today. But that's okay, because I'm here to break generational curses, okay, moving forward. My green-eyed uncle, I'm not going to say his name, but if you know, you know. He used to mess with his sister. My mama told her mama, and they're really good at hiding their steps. This Diddy stuff going on ain't nothing new. The R. Kelly stuff, it ain't nothing new. We all have some young ladies in our families that we need to be protecting instead of thinking it's cute when they, calling them fast just because they came out cute. Come on now. They didn't ask to be appealing to these pervs. Okay, so let me calm down. First of all, I forgive my uncle because in the back of my mind, I know something happened to him probably to make him the way he is, okay? So he's forgiven. God, he already had to face judgment. Long story short, they always try to shut my mama out. The first thing they would throw in everybody's face is how my mom is such an addict, but they don't ever want to talk about why she ran the drugs and what she was escaping from. If the person that's supposed to take care of you treats you some kind of way, like you're the Cinderella of the family, then yeah, you might want to get away from your reality, you think? So anyways, whatever was out, she tried it. Okay? That was her way of dealing with things. At the same time, when she was at her best, she's a nurse, okay? She's smart, and she has a beautiful heart and a big light. And she got pregnant with me when she was 15 years old, okay? And my granny tried to get rid of it, but it didn't take. So here I am. I was born anyway. So I had to fight to get here. I mean, for me to even exist, God had a purpose for me already. And I think it was to break this generational curse that was already going on, okay? My mama, nobody would, every time my mom tried to get some help, they would always throw it in her face, just they would shut her up. I remember we would be at functions and she'd get to sipping and she'd want to talk. She'd get sad and it would come up and she'd try to talk about it and they'd shut her up and put her out and make her feel bad. When your self-esteem is low, baby, people will take advantage of you. Best believe. And if you have a young lady in your family or a little boy, because hey, anybody can get it these days, protect them. Keep an eye on them. Do not let them spend the night over nobody's house. Not even family, and sometimes, especially family. Ooh, the phone reacted to that one, y'all. So, just protect them. And definitely don't leave them in a house full of pimps. That wouldn't be smart. Anywho, yeah, that was a dig. Let me stay on track. So, I was born, my sister was born, our kids favor, I look more like the grandmothers. I don't know for sure if the father that was assigned to me is really my dad, because it was never confirmed. Okay. So, I didn't want to leave this earth without letting y'all know there wasn't nothing wrong with my mom. She just was a victim of generations that started with the hate between the Indians and everybody else. Anytime the Indians have to be snatched up from there, where they know home is, and have to go live someplace else in Oklahoma and then move again to Arizona and then move again to Los Angeles, like, you kind of have a hatred for certain races. So my granny was very racist. When I first presented my firstborn son to her, she looked at his complexion and was like, if you don't get that black away from me. And I had never seen that side of her before, because she never treated me that way because I look like her. And I refuse to sit on a pedestal because of that. You're not gonna get me to make my sisters feel bad because they not in the club of, you know, how many degrees of light. You know what I'm saying? So if I would have people in the family, they know who they are. They make a separate, they make a difference. They put one up on a pedestal and the other one is made to feel below. And then you wonder why people have low self-esteem. Duh. And like, if you offer me something and it's only one and my two sisters gonna be right there in the room when I take it in there, if I ain't got three, then you can keep it. I don't want it. And there's some people that will take it and feel like, and flaunt it in their sister's face, but that's not me. It ain't never been me. God didn't build me that way. He made me with kindness and light, reflective of him. And my mother had the same light. So if you're going to talk about Reedy, get it right, okay? Keep my mama's name out your mouth if you ain't got nothing positive to say about her. May she rest in peace. Protect your daughters.